Welcome, everyone. Excited to share with you another edition of May is Bike Month for 2025. This should be an exciting year of growth. Got some changes to the Saba team. There's also been some changes over at Love to Ride with their team. So we'll walk you through who's going to be involved, what we've got in the works in terms of Saba events, changes to the program, and discuss what swag we have already in production and how we're going to handle swag this year. Largely unchanged, but a few minor tweaks to the program. So we will get into it here. So, as I mentioned before we started the recording, SACOG reached out to us at the end of 2025 to extend our grant, which was originally designed for 22 through 24. So the last 3 years, basically a grant extension to continue to operate this program in 2025, which means all the funding has stayed the same from that initial 2022 grant. While prices have gone up on everything from swag to the Love to Ride platform to across the board, we're all none of us are immune to what inflation's done since 2022. We're excited to be able to bring this back for the Sacramento region, and we'll see what 2026 holds. Whether that's a new RFP to make some changes to the program or continue it in its current form. So I'm Rob, the project manager for May's Bike Month. Joining me on the call is Jim Harms, who joined Saba in fall of this year. Jim, you want to talk a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So pleasure to meet all of you. I'm Saba project manager, working on a lot of other projects and then helping out Rob with May is Bike Month. I have been a longtime participant in May is Bike Month. Yeah, last year I rode every single day in May, so that was pretty fun. Happy to join and help out and hopefully meet a lot of you in person and yeah, help make this a great May is Bike Month.
Thanks, Jim. Yeah, Jim's been a great addition to our team and brings a wealth of experience in GIS and has helped design some May's Bike Month events from outside of the organization last year that we really appreciated and happy to have him on board. Devin Valdez is our new social media manager. Diana Fontaine has moved on to new roles outside the organization. Devin could not make it on the call today, but we will introduce her in an upcoming meeting as social media coordination becomes more important. New addition to Love to Ride, Amy Couch is our Love to Ride project manager. Chelsea Aventosa, who we've worked with the last 3 years, has also moved on to a new role. So excited to work with Amy. Met her for the first time yesterday. Had a quick meeting with Love to Ride to discuss the 2025 campaign and looking forward to another strong year working with them. Deb Banks unfortunately could not be on the call today. She would love to be here, but she is on her way to frozen Chicago. So she will be on the call for next month's meeting as the Saba executive director. She and the board do a huge lift in fundraising for all the funds that make the swag campaign and a lot of our events possible throughout May's Bike Month. Love to Ride will be hiring a community engagement manager. That role in the past was Lee Carp and then Arlette Hodel after Lee. They've both moved on to other roles, so we'll have announcements. The community engagement manager does a lot of outreach for Saba and Love to Ride, organizing businesses, getting workplaces set up, and using those kind of workplaces to organize more participation among their workforce. So a very important piece of the puzzle. If you're interested, definitely reach out to myself or Laura. We will connect you with Love to Ride to get you involved in the process. 2025 events. So we are well on our way to loading up our event calendar already. The most important event is the kickoff event. Historically, this has been the last weekend in April. We did move it this year to the first weekend in May. So Sunday, May 3rd, that date is confirmed in West Sacramento, very close to where we had it last year there near Drake's along the riverfront. Moving it down the street a little bit further, but excited to be underway with planning on that. Great tabling opportunity for Maze Bike Month partners, sponsors. We're already working on getting engagement stuff set up for that, including a mobile pump track for kids to ride on versus, I think previous years we've done bike rodeos. We saw this mobile pump track at an event up in Placer County at the Auburn Trails Alliance Maze Bike Month kickoff last year. Was a blast. Kids had a blast. So already working on bringing that out for that event. And then lots of, the full Saba suite of mechanics, e-bikes, talking to Peter at Whimsicals to bring his fun, you know, uh, modified bikes fleet to the event. So May 3rd, West Sacramento. Saturday, May 10th. Sub is going to bring back the bike swap that we did last year. Probably doing that at Two Rivers again, confirming dates, confirming location on that with Vince. Then May 12th through the 18th, Bike to Wherever Week. This week we'll have some programmatic ideas for like Bike and Seek, fun stuff for people to do independently. Bike to Work Day falls during that week. Historically, Bike to Work Day is the third Friday of the month. Not a lot of people commuting to the office in our region or even the Bay Area regions on Fridays. So we will observe it on Thursday, the 15th, along with Bike East Bay, Bike Marin, San Francisco Bicycle Coalition. So looking to populate the trails and the streets with energizer stations to encourage people to bike to work that day. And then we'll probably fill in that week with an event on that Sunday. Historically, we've done the bike dog event, so we're working on logistics for that and confirming the bike dogs available. REI has laid off most of their marketing team, have partnered with us to host that event in previous years, so exploring options of what that's going to look like this year. But it always has been one of our best attended events, so looking forward to bringing it back. Saturday, May 24th, cargo bike races. David Moore hosted this for us last year, and it was a great hit. Basically, a skills course of how to load up your cargo bike and compete against other riders, getting stuff loaded onto your bike, going around a section of Township 9 and back to the start line. A lot of fun, great mode shift event. We'll be doing this Folsom to Folsom ride. This is kind of a gateway ride for our social riders. Usually our social rides are, 10 to 15 miles at a very slow pace. This is a longer ride of 50, 60 miles from Folsom Boulevard here in Sacramento up into Folsom and back again to at a moderate pace to get people introduced to longer distance riding. Then our event to wrap up May's Bike Month, we kind of kept it as a guerrilla event last year because we weren't sure how feasible it was or what kind of obstacles we would run into doing it. We hosted a parking takeover event on our street where we locked down about 3, 4 parking spots, paid for parking for the day, and then brought in our uh, equipment, set up, blender bikes. Bike Party joined us with their DJ set, set up easy ups, and basically had a pop up event on our street utilizing about 4 parking spots to hang out and just kind of have a decompression session after the crazy Maze Bike Month and share stories from the month. So we will be making that a more public event than we did last year. That wraps up our event plans, but it is certainly time to start thinking about your event plans and what you'd like to do this year. We will be using our community event calendar that we set up 2 years ago. So you can upload your events to the Google form, gets populated on a Google Calendar. That Google Calendar can be shared. It's publicly viewable, and it's also posted on the Love to Ride event tab, which they have added since I used that screenshot. Quick slide to talk about event ideas that you might want to consider. Lots of fun stuff on here. GPS art rides I added this year. We're looking at trying to create a couple of those where basically if you're using it, your activity tracker, riding from point to point creates a drawing. You know, your travel line creates a drawing. Been a very popular theme in the last couple of years, so we'll try to get a few of those added to the Sacramento region in fun shapes, bike month theme shapes. But great reference if you're trying to brainstorm what to do this year or events that you'd like to add for your workplace, for your group, community, or organization. Most importantly, swag. So we have partnered with the company that supplies all the Bay Area uh, bike organizations with their bags. Bike Month in the Bay Area, basically everybody gets musette bags or tote bags, and that's one item that they use to promote their campaign. Uh, and actually, they use it as a sponsor item throughout the year, but it's largely driven around Bike to Work Day. So, piggybacking off of the orders that they've placed, we get a much better price on bags. We're going deeper, getting more of them. They were a hit last year. I think we ordered 1,000. We've upped that to about 3,000 this year. So we will have bags aplenty. This picture is one of the proofs as we're fine tuning the design. Had some printing issues on it, so it'll be very similar to this. There's a couple of errors in that artwork that have been addressed. I just don't have a current photo of the bag artwork for you, but that is basically what we're looking at. Then socks, AJ Tendick from SACOG created this design for us back in 22. It is a 4-color design, making this the last year of color rotation to it. So we're going with navy blue and yellow, kind of the inverse of last year's design, and that will run us through basically every color variation of the current sock design, and start over from scratch in 2026 is the tentative plan, and come up with a whole new design. But that should give us 4 years of mix match socks opportunities. Bike bells. We've also ordered a lot of bike bells from BP Promo, who's supplying us with the musette bags. These will be laser etched with May is Bike Month and Saba logos. They have silicone straps, so there's no tools required to put them on at events. You just wrap them around your handlebars, hook them on. We believe that every bike should have a bell. Much easier to kind of make people aware of your presence, rather than having to shout on your left all the time. We dipped our toe into the bell world in 23. Deb donated about 500 bells to the campaign, and they were a very popular request. We did not have enough to fulfill them. We ordered a lot of them this year, so should have a lot more going. Slap bands we will bring back. These are photos of the smaller slap bands that we did in 23. We did a larger, more adult fitting band in 24, looking at doing a mix of both sizes and some new color variations on those, but great for keeping pants out of your chain and increase visibility. So one thing you'll notice that's not on there, we're not going to be supplying stickers, buttons, all the little pieces, just an easier way to manage it. We are going to be providing art assets for previous years, stickers designed with the bike and arrow theme that can be updated easily for this year. We'll work on some fresh designs for 2025. Stickers are a pretty low cost item for partners to produce, have them shipped directly to your door. We don't have to sit there and count out hundreds of stickers at a time at the Saba office, and for depending on the deals, you can get a couple hundred stickers for under $30 a lot of times through various sticker suppliers. So we're going to get out of the sticker and button game and the kind of small tchotchkes, go deeper on the higher value items to help you have a greater impact. ideally we want the that swag to go to get people registered for the campaign and reward them for logging rides during the month. So we make all this swag for you to better help us grow those numbers. The last 2 years that we've managed this, or actually, well, last 2 years I've been involved with the campaign. We've had good growth over that. We're looking to get deeper into the counties outside of Sacramento proper. Sacramento and Yolo have typically been the lion's share of riders. Trying to increase engagement in El Dorado, Placer, Yuba, Sutter. Uh, but yeah, use that swag to get people to join Love to Ride, reward logging rides, and all those numbers help us make the case at the end of the campaign to SACOG that we are moving the needle and creating mode shift. The numbers from last year's campaign have been incredible in terms of new riders. Discussing this with Love to Ride yesterday, and also our share of women riders and new women riders outpaces pretty much every region that they've run these campaigns in. So we are moving the needle and look forward to continue doing so. Last year was the first year that we offered t-shirts since 2022. We don't like doing t-shirts as part of the free swag campaign because they take up a lot of space. They're a lot to manage, the variety of sizes you have to print. It's pretty expensive to have all sizes covered and store those items. So we try to be a little more selective about that. We produce a small amount of t-shirts for our staff and volunteers every year. And then we use that as a base to offer up the opportunity to purchase t-shirts to partners at cost, basically, of what it takes to produce them. So we will continue that again this year. We will get those designed and fill you in future meetings what those will look like and approximately what price we expect them to come in at. We will offer again direct to consumer sales via Bonfire, which is a online marketplace that basically will handle printing and shipping for us. We don't have to touch it, and was proved to be pretty popular last year. We sold quite a number of shirts through the Bonfire site. But yeah, well, we're gonna continue to encourage you to produce some of your own swag. If you've got a particular event, having that custom branding is a huge asset. And we'll include more materials in the promo kit this year to help you achieve that goal. So art assets for stickers, buttons. You'll find a variety of logos in there that you can add on to your existing artwork, or happy to and if there's something that you need that you don't see in the promo kit, certainly reach out to us. We will do what we can to get you what you need. And swag ordering will continue to be the same. But Google form last year, requests will come in because of the timeline on a lot of these items, and the budgetary constraints that we have. A lot of these orders have already placed and in production. So depending on the number of partners and the number of requests we get for swag, we can have 30 to 40 different organizations requesting swag. It is a difficult job to get that divvied up and make sure everybody has what they need for the month of May. So it's an inexact science, but we do the best we can to make sure there's an equitable distribution out there. And then we'll be reaching out to confirm distribution partners, people who participated last year as a point of contact for their region to pick up smaller swag orders. Saba office will, of course, be the main contact point if you're picking up swag. And then we've had people come and pick up swag for their region from the Saba office to make it less of a drive. So we'll be reaching out to all the partners to make sure that if you're willing and able to participate again this year. Partner meeting schedule. So last year, I think I scheduled all of our partner meetings for the whole campaign up front, made them a recurring meeting, and then we had to move meetings, which works fine if you're on Google platforms, but if you've imported your meeting into Outlook, well, updates that we make to those meeting times didn't populate across platforms. So we'll be sending out meeting invites separately. We're still looking at doing third Thursdays, though we're open to change. I'll include a poll in the meeting recap to see if there's a better date and time for everyone. We can, we can change that if need be. I know SACOG has a standing meeting these third Thursday mornings, and would love to participate more in the meeting schedule. So we will take a look at what works best for all the partners and update that accordingly. Monthly meetings, January through March. Just third Thursday check-ins. Let you know what we're working on, progress that we've made. Talk about challenges you might have. We'll go to 2 meetings in April. Usually pretty necessary to kind of check in one extra time as swag is coming in, swag orders are going out, and getting everybody set for May events. Historically, we've just done a quick check-in meeting during the month of May. It's lightly attended. We're all kind of well in the weeds of May events at that point. So, but it's good to get together briefly. I think those meetings have lasted maybe all of 30 minutes. Talk about things that you're experiencing out there, anything that we can help with. And then June debrief meeting to talk about numbers from the campaign and let you know what the results have been. So yeah, happy to open up to questions, comments. If anybody has anything they'd like to share or questions about it. Oh, I did not mention we're working with Love to Ride on updating the promo pack for this year. So there'll be some changes to look and feel of posters and some of the assets that we've used the last 2 to 3 years and getting those refreshed. Yeah, if anybody has any questions, feel free to hop in. Ah,
Hello.
yeah, go ahead.
Right. Yeah, I have a question about the parking takeover day. Are there any efforts with the city to get that section of our street closed down, or are we looking at keeping it open to traffic?
Keeping it open to traffic versus doing a road closure permit and the whole permitting process. It's
Yeah.
not an open streets festival, but a more kind of guerrilla parking takeover where we basically just have to pay for the parking spots and have an event there on the streets. And it certainly slows traffic down. In our experience on uh, at the end of last year's event, we had quite the group out there, and with the there's a track lacrosse world races going on up in Folsom, and there's a riot in West Sac that morning, and so a lot of people were just cutting across town and found us and joined in. So uh, really fun event, more kind of showing the oh the term escapes me, but kind of guerrilla urbanist style of event.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Rob, there are a couple questions in the chat.
Yep.
One's about where we're at it with the t-shirt design and if you know how much the shirts cost through Bonfire.
Yeah, bonfire costs are a lot more than what we'll pay to have True Color Litho do a run of shirts. Typically they're around 25-30 bucks if memory serves. And Saba gets like $3 off of every shirt, I think was our cut in previous years. So it's not really a cost-effective means to uh for partner orders. That's why we'll uh, put in a separate order form so partners can get whatever sizes that they need, pre-order those. And last year I think those shirts came in around $10 to $11 for the print run through True Color Litho. But those will be basically paid for through a donation to Saba is the way we structure it. And that way we can not supply you with shirts, not worry about some of the fulfillment stuff that we would otherwise have to charge for.
Uh,
Excellent. Thank you, Corey, for continuing to be our swag distributor for Placer County. Really excited what Placer County's got going for this year. Kelly Davis, I don't think could make the call today. Recently elected to uh, Auburn City Council. Moving up in the world. She was a great partner last year, and expect huge things from uh, Placer County in 2025.
Yep, and I'm gonna follow up with her to see what Auburn Trails Alliance has planned for this year.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, we came up and brought the e-bikes to their kickoff event last year. Really well attended kickoff event, and look forward to coming up and helping however we can. Marianne, yes.
Sounds great.
Hi, I just looked at the calendar. I think February 21st is a Friday.
Ooh,
And then there was also a date in early on where the date didn't quite match. Just
yeah, I'm sorry. I was
small thing,
updating
small
those
thing.
that slide right before the meeting, so I may have made an issue in there, but yeah, Thursdays until we get the results back from a Google poll. I'll send out my meeting recap later this afternoon. But tentatively, yeah, we'll look at third Thursdays. In May, third Thursday probably will not work for us because that is the 15th, which is Bike to Work Day. So hopefully we're out, everyone's out, either riding to work or hosting an Energizer station for those who are riding to work. So we'll move that one accordingly.
And a clarification,
Yes.
Rob, on 9 a.m. is going to be the meeting time.
Yeah, typically we've done it at 9 a.m. I will put that question out to the partner group in my recap today. It's been easy for us to make the meetings at 9 a.m. and then go about our day, but if an afternoon meeting works better for folks, we can definitely move things around. Thanks, Cheryl. Yeah, we're looking forward to putting together a fun event. These are the kind of big pieces that we're organizing on that event slide. Stop the share here. There's a lot of little things or partner events that always want us to come out and help facilitate. So, City of Sacramento usually does infrastructure ride. They would come out and help with Caltrans directors rides. If you we're always open to participating in partner events, but we are a small team and we can only be in so many places at one time. Last year we did, between our mechanics, bike valet, Saba team, it was over 100 events that we were at in May. So we're definitely pushing the limits of what we can achieve as a small team and trying to get out to every county in the 6-county region. Hey, Allie, what's your question?
Hey, Rob. Thanks for kind of giving us all the updates. It's not really a question, just wanted to put it out there to the group that Caltrans is in the process of planning our May's Bike Month activities, and we're probably going to do another leadership ride on May 1st. So if anyone here on the call wants to be a part of that, I can put my email in the chat and we'd be happy to coordinate with you. But typically we have the director of Caltrans and the transportation secretary, and then other like leadership within state government. But we've partnered with transit agencies, nonprofits, pretty much anyone within the Sacramento or this area that wants to be a part of the ride. So just wanted to get that up there to the group.
Wonderful. Thanks for the update
Yeah,
on
of
that.
course.
I will make sure it gets on our
Yes.
calendar. It's always
Yes.
a fun one to do.
Yeah.
Also, American River Parkway Foundation, they had Bike Fest last year. They have a new event. They've changed the structure. It'll be going on in Discovery Park. I don't have my calendar in front of me. I believe that is May 15th. No, that's the right to work day. Give me just a moment here. The 17th. Yeah, Saturday the 17th is a recreation event hosted by the American River Parkway Foundation in Discovery Park on Saturday of Ride to Work week. Good question, Claudine. Robert, our chief mechanic, or Tim is a kind of his chief scheduling and logistics person. I can send you a couple email addresses to reach out to them. and get you connected to have bike dock at your event. So we have a mobile team of mechanics. They have a bike trailer that can carry, has work stands for over 20 mechanics. Uh, Come out to your event and do on-site bike repair. And not every event needs the full trailer to come out. They have small bug out kits where they can come out, set up a few work stands, have a couple of mechanics there to help fine tune folks' bikes who are riding into the office that day. So Claudia was asking about how to connect them. I'll put those in the recap notes as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jim popped those into chat as well. Any other questions, comments, concerns? Anya, we're excited that I might actually be able to come out to your bike swap at the end of April this year. Traditionally, we've had our kickoff event during the big 3-day Jive bike swap up north in Natomas. You get that weekend to yourself this time. Wonderful. Oh, yep, Michael, go ahead.
I think Cheryl's ahead of me.
Oh, sorry, Cheryl.
I wonder if with these partner meetings, I assume one of them will be Love to Ride folks kind of demonstrating the website and the app, but I wanted to put in a little plug or request for like a training on how to get people signed up. Because I know in the past as a group, we've talked about we have all these great events and we have great attendance, but then it doesn't always translate into people actually being signed up on the site. And I know my team, we're talking a lot about at all of our events, we're going to, at least not like the bike rides necessarily with big groups of people, but any event that's a bit smaller, we're going to like require everybody to be signed up. And we always make sure that we're like verifying that people are signed up for the challenge before we give them the free swag. But I think it would be great if as a group, we like, I don't know how we do that virtually, but if we got to like practice that and even go through the app and like how to show somebody how to sign up, I think that would be really helpful.
That is a fantastic idea. I love it. Yeah, getting registrations and helping people navigate Love to Ride has been an issue in past campaigns, and yeah, we will put that on for either the February or March meeting to do a walkthrough of the registration process. Excellent idea.
Oh, I have one more quick question. Do
Mhm.
you know when the challenge is supposed to launch? Like when people can actually start registering?
I need to look at the project timeline. Usually it's a couple months in advance. They send the first email. Uh, Laura is on the call. Laura, do you have a better recollection of when those emails go out? Yeah, I will double check and see when those first registration emails go out. But usually, if memory serves, it's about 2 months prior to.
Yeah, I think it's usually in March. It just when you guys know, it'd be nice to know exactly when to expect it.
Yeah, with the
Thanks.
new project manager at Love to Ride, she's still in the training process. Will, who's been with Love to Ride for many years and has worked with us when Chelsea was out on vacation, is coaching her on the platform and kind of the process over there. But she's a very experienced project manager in her own right, comes from the banking sector, so no doubts that she will be very thorough.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Michael.
Yeah, thank you. I was just curious to know what Saba's sort of PR plan looks like as far as getting the word out on radio, morning TV, stuff like that.
Yep. Press releases, sponsored posts on social media. So I think especially around the kickoff event, we'll be use. Deb always has great relationships with local news, so getting them out to the kickoff meeting, doing interviews throughout the month, and hopefully in the lead up to May. Yeah, we don't have a confirmed schedule of what those look like. We're developing the media outreach plan with our new communications manager this year. So Devin Valdez handles social media. Uh, Patricia Chadwick, our communications manager, who's been writing lots of great copy, that's been in the B and writing geared up these days, will be writing press releases for us to make sure that we're getting on the map with local media outlets. Oh, yes, Claudine. Sorry, didn't see the raised hand there.
Yeah, I think we did it last year, so it's been a while. A lot has happened since last year. Curious to refresh my memory if we'll be able to get a list of maybe the people who have signed on for like our different organizations or our sites that we run. And will we have at least a list of like who signed up and like any way to access that? Because I know
if
that
you have
there's
a
a little bit on
child,
the love to ride side, but I guess I need to go in there and kind of do it. But I have like 3 sites and I want to sign a lot of people up this year. So I'd be curious to kind of see like if I if I accomplish anything.
yeah, I'm not sure what the permissions are exactly like for child sites. I know I have admin access to the backside for our region and can pull reports. So definitely take a look at your site. You should be, you know, if you have a child site, I imagine you have admin access to pull reports yourself. But if there's anything I can be of help with or Love to Ride can help with, uh, support at Love to Ride. Amy, once she gets up and running, Laura from Love to Ride, as well as a great asset who's kind of heads up the sales division of Love to Ride. So
Yes, I
happy to
like
help make sure that you're making, you know, you're getting value out of having that child site.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Wonderful. Any more questions, concerns, updates, event plans you'd like to share with the group?
Yeah, curious about what Lawrence just put in the chat. Looks like May 2nd is the first Friday, so that would be bike party. But what's the plan for the first?
Excellent question. Lawrence, you want to unmute, and is that the first, is May? Yeah, the second is first Friday of the month, which would be bike party. Is there something going on the first? A May Day ride of some sort?
Lawrence, you're still muted.
You're on mute.
There we go. Yeah, we'll have a swag station and encourage our friends from Saba to come out and participate. We have in years past. My question is, what are we going to do for the community bike shop for May's Bike Month? What kind of celebration can we do to bring a little, you
Yeah,
know,
there are going to be some events.
Community bike shop.
Yeah, there are going to be some events at Community Bike Shop. Saba's been working with Chad at Community Bike Shop to get at Community Shop Class to get a bike shop opened in their extra wing of their building, which is coming to fruition. We are building stuff out fast and furious. We've secured a lot of funding to make that a reality. It'll be the first bike shop on Stockton Boulevard in 30, 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's got a great outdoor space, so we're looking at doing movie nights there. A couple of other event ideas have popped up. Just nothing confirmed just yet, but we will definitely be at Community Shop Class at least a couple times.
Let us know what we can do to help on that, Rob. We you know, that's something near and dear to our hearts too.
Wonderful, thank you, Lawrence.
Yeah, Bike Party Sacramento also has been helping a few of the free community pantry stations. So let's try to do a food collection event of some kind to help feed our unsheltered folks within our beautiful city. We've been delivering and collecting food on kind of on the down low, but we'll be promoting that more openly starting this month with our event.
Wonderful. Yeah, to confirm a question in chat, Friday the 2nd will be bike party in the month of May. Saba typically goes out on the April bike party to get registration and hand out swag. And then again on the May's Bike Month ride, we're there at the meetup, rewarding riders, getting people signed up, handing out more swag. So hope
Right,
to see you.
like these beautiful sweatshirts here, you can purchase them at Bike Party Sacramento on Friday evening. And they glow in the dark when you put the light on them. But no, thank you to Saba for supporting us for all these years, and more importantly, coming to our events year round. We really appreciate you guys for doing that.
Yep, you're doing fantastic work getting people out there, riding bikes, and comfortable on Sacramento streets. So it's always been a great partnership, and bring in, last year Bike Party Sacramento hosted an Energizer station during Ride to Work Week on the American River Bike Trail that was a huge success. Has provided DJ services at Saba events with their mobile DJ rigs on bike trailers. So just a great example of what's possible by bike out there. That love this partnership and look forward to working with you again in 2025. But yeah, Friday the 2nd is bike party. May the 1st is a Thursday. So bike party is always the first Friday of every month. We look forward to riding with you on the 2nd. Yes, Dahlia.
Hey, yeah, I was wondering if anyone here lives in Rancho Cordova, Vineyard, or Rosemont with the TMA. We have some events going on in those areas for May's Bike Month and throughout the year. So if anyone here lives in any of those places or know any bike enthusiasts out there, I'd love to get to know you and maybe even collaborate on some engagements. So if you live out there, please message me. Thank you.
Yep, that's Dahlia at 50 Corridor TMA.
I can't find my hand raising thing, but I just want to introduce myself. I'm the new Safe Routes to School coordinator for the city of Davis.
Yay!
And hoping to go hard on May's Bike Month. And so anything that I can do to be helpful, anything that I'm hoping to make it across the causeway for some events. I ride my bike all the days. I'm a lifelong bike rider. It's easy in Davis, but and then of course we have our Loopalooza on Sunday, May 4th. But if there's anything I can do, I do ride a cargo bike. That's true. I saw that cargo bike race and I'm like, ooh, I can haul a 15-year-old on my cargo bike. Does that count? So just let me know. I'll put my email in the chat, and I'm just excited to do all things bike.
Fantastic. Thanks for joining us, Lindsay. Look forward to working with you. Yes, I did not, we're kind of focused on Saba events, but yes, Loopalooza is a major event for the region, and we have gone out and supported it and set up and tabled at it the last 3 years. Always great to take advantage of the loop around Davis and see everybody out there on bikes. So a huge event. Excited to have it back. That was May 4th, if memory serves. So
I've actually been sitting here thinking, I wonder if I can get a group of Davis folks to ride across the causeway with me so that we can join up with some of your Sacramento events. So
yeah, well, the West Sac launch party, we definitely encourage bike groups around the region. So we traditionally had a group from Elk Grove ride up. Sacramento bike hikers have done a ride from out in Rancho Cordova, Carmichael, Fair Oaks area down to the event. Of course, Jibe has some excellent bike groups in North Natomas who ride down to meet us. Bike Party has hosted a ride from the Midtown region. It's getting people riding across the causeway with a group is a great introduction to get people used to riding across that infrastructure. Hopefully it's better than it's been in years past with the construction on there, but safety.
Actually, I saw someone say something about Amtrak. That is one of my other ideas, is to just throw my bike on Amtrak. So
yeah,
Well,
Saba's hosted kind of mixed mode rides like that in the past, where we ride out to Davis, do something in the Davis area, and then everybody has the option like, hey, we can just hop on Capital Corridor. We've also traditionally helped get sponsorship around Loopalooza and some of the Davis events to get reduced fares for Capital Corridor between Sacramento and Davis to help support those events. So we'll reach out to those to our contacts at Capital Corridor
oh
to
yeah, that's great.
secure that again this year and see if maybe we can't do something similar for the kickoff event.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Make it easier for Davis folks to come out to.
Yeah, and that sounds awesome.
Yeah, I just want to endorse that notion because a couple years ago, that was the first time my family and I had been on the Amtrak. When we got they had like $5 tickets or whatever through that cooperation with 50 Corridor to go out and join Loopalooza. It was a great experience. So if we can make that happen again, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, bike trips by Capital Corridor are a lot of fun. One of the organization group rides that happens monthly is the 26 kind of vintage mountain bike rides. Did a Capital Corridor trip out to Richmond, rode over the Richmond Bridge to Fairfax to the Marin County Bicycle Museum, rode up and down Repack, which was the hill that the original mountain bikers used to race on, and then back to Capital Corridor and back to Sacramento as a fun day trip a couple months ago. And Capital Corridor is a great partner for Mays Bike Month, and the possibilities of places you can visit by bike using Capital Corridor is just an amazing asset for our region. Excellent. Well, unless anybody has any more comments, I'll give it back a few minutes of your morning, and we'll send out a recap shortly that you can share. Feel free to extend these meeting invitations to anybody that I may have missed. We're continuing to refine the partner list and always on the lookout for more folks who want to get involved. So look forward to planning a successful 2025 with y'all, and thank you for coming out.
Thank you.
Thanks, bye.
Have a good one.